All right, what's going on, people? Anthony Williams here, coming at you with another video. I wanted to actually document something that I'm going over, and I think is very important. One of the things that I'm looking at here and studying is a course from Eben Pagan. I'm on this program that he has put together called How to Be an Entrepreneur. And one of the things I want to talk to you about is what he talks about here is entrepreneurial productivity. And a few things that he goes into about entrepreneurial productivity is that, you know, we have habits that we form throughout, you know, our lifetime. And to be able to break those habits and, you know, to achieve success is going to take kind of us being counterintuitive, doing the opposite of what we would normally do, because of our habits are so embedded into our makeup, is that, you know, it doesn't take much for us to slip back into old habits when we're trying to form new habits. And when we're talking about being an entrepreneur, and in this session of entrepreneurial productivity, I want to read something here that he wrote. He put, if the inner game of being an entrepreneur is creativity, the outer game is productivity, getting a lot done. Stephen R. Covey said, time management is a misnomer. The challenge is to manage ourselves, to become productive. We need to shift how we think about productivity and get a better understanding of how us as human chimps are wired, so we can take more control of our lives and our success. That's what you'll learn in this important session of entrepreneurial creativity. And he goes a lot into, you know, like I was just saying, our actual habits, and, you know, how when we have our habits, they're really hard to break. And he uses as a analogy here is that a rocket, 85% of a rocket, getting a rocket off the ground, and the weight of the rocket is the actual booster in order to escape the velocity, in order to escape and to break that plane of gravity. And it's the same thing with our habits. Like, you know, we have all these habits, bad habits, good habits, and ways of thinking. If we're trying to transform ourselves into an entrepreneur, we have ways of thinking that are that are, you know, not conducive to being an entrepreneur. If you ever worked for somebody, if you had 12 years of schooling, you know, all those forms of education only ties us to habits that are not entrepreneurial habits. So it takes some training, it takes some different ways of thinking and setting new habits in our minds in order to transcend, you know, our old habits. And one of the things that he covers here is that, you know, being able to focus on one habit and creating one new habit every 30 days, which is very important. In a book that he actually recommends, I want to bring up here, I want you to have this book that he talks about in the actual program, which I haven't purchased yet, but I am going to purchase. Is called, let me see here, The Power of Full Engagement by Jim and a guy named Tony Schwartz. So those are some of the things that I'm studying right now, and as far as entrepreneurship and bettering my mind into being an entrepreneur, and building the company that I'm building now, which is moneyclubhouse.com. All this information that I'm going over, and all these mindsets that I'm absorbing from this course, you know, it is only go to better the courses and the products that I can actually create for the marketplace. So just wanted to add a quick video, figure out, document what I'm learning. Talk soon.